Welcome to the Slacker Digital Suspension Tuner Video User Guide for Mountain Bikes. Slacker comes with both the main unit and a remote display. Buttons function identically for both units. To turn Slacker on, press the power button. To turn Slacker off, hold the power button for 5 seconds or Slacker will automatically power off after 5 minutes of inactivity. Slacker always starts at 0 when you turn it on, but it can also be reset to 0 at any time by pressing the power button. For poor lighting conditions, you can turn on the backlight by pressing the backlight button on the right. To turn it off, just press it again. To enter Auto Zero mode, press and hold the backlight button until the cursor begins to scroll up the display. This indicates you need to lift the bike to zero the unit out. When you lift the bike, Slacker automatically locates zero for you and measures from there in real time. Again, you can reset to zero anytime using the power button. Slacker can measure from 0 to 199 millimeters from any point in the cable's travel. If you see double dashes, you are out of that range. First, strap the seat post adapter on the seat post and angle it slightly out to meet the Slacker cable. Next, place the axle insert on the Slacker magnet and insert it into the hex key on the axle. Extend the retractable cable and hook it on the seat post adapter. Make sure Slacker is angled along with the cable. Now strap the remote on the handlebars using the Velcro strap. Connect the remote cable to the main unit and then route it so it won't get caught in the tires or chain. Now connect it to the remote and the Slacker will automatically boot up. The first time you set up a bike, you need to take an initial measurement and note it. You can either use this as a baseline or just as a reference so you can get your bike set back where you were when you started. We recommend measuring the full travel of the rear axle so you know the exact percentage of the travel being used at the shock. This way we can follow the manufacturer's recommended settings. Next, we will take the initial measurement to determine the full travel of the rear axle. For air shocks, note the current shock pressure and deflate the shock using the valve on your shock pump. Lift the bike and make sure Slacker is zeroed out by pressing the power button. Now just press the back end down to bottom the shock out and Slacker will show you the full travel. This will be the number that you'll use to calculate the percentage of shock travel. If you have a traditional spring shock, remove all the preload and bottom out the shock. If you're unable to bottom the shock out, it may be necessary to remove the spring and mount just the shock body to take this initial measurement. You are now ready to take measurements in real time and make adjustments as necessary. For the front end, strap the fork adapter on the upper fork tube and point it slightly forward towards the axle. Place the axle insert on the Slacker magnet and insert it into the hex key on the front axle. Extend the retractable cable and hook it on the fork adapter. Make sure Slacker is angled with the cable. Now strap the remote on the handlebars using the Velcro strap. Connect the remote cable to the main unit and then route it so it won't get caught in the tires. Now connect it to the remote and Slacker will automatically boot up. Lift the bike and make sure Slacker is zeroed out by pressing the power button. You are now ready to take measurements in real time and make adjustments as necessary. For more information, including bike setup tips, please visit us at motool.co or subscribe to our YouTube channel.